Hey everyone, today we're going to do a quick bit of information and a review of the port of San Juan, Puerto Rico, right after this. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time here, thanks for coming. We're a small travel agency, tries to give you some great information on cruising so you could plan a fantastic cruise vacation. If that sounds good to you, we would love for you to subscribe and come along with us here as we go through today a little review and some information on the port of San Juan, Puerto Rico. So today we're going to talk about the port of San Juan. We were just there a few weeks ago on our MSC Seascape sailing, and San Juan, Puerto Rico is one of my favorite cruise ports. There's a ton of reasons for that. One of my favorite things about any cruise port is if I can get off at that cruise port and just walk into the city. There's a lot of cruise ports where, like, St. Thomas, St. Martin, whatever, these different islands where you're kind of have like a little cruise terminal or like the port facilities where you have your like Senior Frogs and your couple bars, right? That's and a straw market, right? So you're not really in that city or that country even. You're just in like the facade of that area where you could shop and you can go to Caraloa or Del Sol or whatever store it is, Effie Jewelers, Diamonds International. It's a curated port for you to spend money and then get back on the ship. I love the ability to get off the ship and actually go experience the culture, figure out what's on that island or that city, and kind of get in there. You can do that at San Juan. As soon as you get off the ship, you walk out and you are in Old San Juan, which is great. And the city is very walkable. You just walk up the hill. You can go to the different sites, which we're going to talk about in a second. So that's the reason I love San Juan. It's also just very easily navigatable. So you can walk around. You can get to anything you want to get to within 20 minutes. I love it. So, of course, you could do ship excursions. You could do all the typical snorkeling, scuba, little, evening cruises. So one of the things we recommend when you go to San Juan is to, if you're going to do a shore excursion from the ship, do an excursion that includes food, coffee, and some type of drink from San Juan. The food there is great. They have this rich culture of food, coffee, of drinks, of all the different things. So if you're going to do a shore excursion, try one of those where you're doing like a walking tour or you're doing something that goes to a few different restaurants or coffee shops. Those are amazing. I think that's a great idea. If you're doing another excursion, you could do the forts. There are two giant forts. One is the one that you could see from the ship, which is Castillo San Cristobal, which is all the way at the top of the hill on the right. And then there is Castillo San Felipe del Moro, which is another huge fort structure. Those are really cool. You can walk all throughout the forts. You could do excursions there where you would get guided information, or you could just walk up and go to those forts yourself. Those are both great. The other thing you could do is go to CVS or Walgreens. I'm just kidding. As soon as you get off the ship, there's like a CVS or Walgreens right there where you can get supplies. But if you do need anything, we had to go there and grab a couple things on our last cruise. It is convenient. It's right across from the cruise port. It will be crowded. You will see all of the cruise ship employees in there buying stuff and a bunch of tourists as well, picking some things up before you get back on the ship. Remember, if you buy alcohol there, they're going to take it on the ship until the last day. So those are some fun things to do. My other thing is just kind of, if you get up into like the main little area there. So if you walk up a block, you're going to be right in the main square there. You can wander through the city. The city is beautiful to look at. And just take in some culture. There are great restaurants, coffee shops, obviously your typical souvenir shops and everything. But if you explore out a little bit, I always say go like 5 or 10 blocks up, and you're going to really get into the culture of San Juan there. So if you're there in the evening, there are some really, really great restaurants and different things that you could try. If you do, it changes all the time, so I don't want to recommend specific things, but the number one restaurant in Old San Juan is Marmalades, which is it's like 5 blocks up. And then there are a bunch of other great ones. Every time we go, we like to go to Don Tacos sometimes, which is as soon as you get off the ship, you just go straight, and it's going to be like 3 blocks up on your left-hand side. It opens around 11:30, quarter to 12. it's island time, so it doesn't open exactly when it's supposed to. But you could sit outside there. You can get tacos and margaritas and everything else, and you're sitting right in the middle of San Juan there, which is beautiful. But again, my idea with San Juan is just to walk around, really explore the city. If you do a tour, make sure you incorporate some type of food or culture in it, because it's just a really beautiful place. So those are my ideas. We love that port. Again, getting on and off the ship is extremely easy. You're very close. So obviously you don't really need to get a taxi if you're in the city. You can walk back. Just be careful of getting back to the ship on time. But you'll be able to see it if the ship's leaving. So you can wave goodbye as they sail away to the next port. But otherwise, those are our kind of little review and recommendations for the port of San Juan. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, someplace that you love in San Juan, please put it below. Obviously, we don't know everything there. So if you know a lot about San Juan, please put your comments in below. We love it. And thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We'll talk to everybody tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.